Jordan High School, late summer 1988. The quiet campus awaits the return of students for the new year. Before then, however, it will be filled with sounds of a different sort.
I just think the only way to make something fun is to get involved, so that's what I do.
Things like going on the trip together and during early morning band practices together and things like that really bring a bunch of people together.
Consistent with its 25-year history, the Jordan Band begins its year with Summer Marching Band Camp. On this first day of camp, the band assembles for its 9 o'clock practice. This year, the addition of 9th graders makes the band the largest in Jordan history. Jesse Holton, the band's director, has seen it become a thriving and successful organization since his arrival at Jordan in 1963.
I had an interview lined up in Richmond, Virginia for a junior high school job. And I set up the time for 2 o'clock one afternoon. So I timed my departure from home to get up there in time for that. And I got up there at a time what I thought was something like around 1:30 in the afternoon. So I drove around for about 20 minutes and finally went to the place of interview and got there about 5 to 2. And walked in and told them that I had an interview for 2 o'clock. And they said, well, I'm sorry, you're late. It's 3 o'clock. I said, it couldn't be. My watch says 2 o'clock. And they were on daylight saving time, which was different from ours at that time. And so I completely missed the interview. And they said, we've already contacted somebody else for this job, but there might be another one that opens up for you. And I was just devastated. I said, my gosh, what am I going to do? So I came back home and I called Earl Justice, my high school band director, who was then working for Burridge Music Company in Raleigh, and told him my situation, and he knew of some openings here in Durham. So I arranged an interview with the superintendent in Durham. I came over and talked to him, told him I was interested in a job. He said, well, there's a job possibly opened at Northern High School, but there was a contract still out on that, and we can't offer that to you yet until we hear from that guy. He says, but there's a new school that just opened up at Jordan High School.
25 years later, Mr. Holton helps to prepare the newest marching show. The band is put through rigorous practices to learn the drills for each piece of music. Since he became the assistant band director 3 years ago, David Robinson has incorporated a recent innovation of show design into the drills.
There's nothing wrong with traditional drills. I use a lot of the traditional drills within the drills that I use. The thing that I feel that I like about the drills, this may sound a little bit far-reaching, it's more of an artistic thing. It gives me a chance to express how I feel the music sounds.
Two other people who are important during marching band are the drum majors. Chosen by audition, a drum major spends 1 year as an assistant to the head drum major, a senior.
I think one of the main reasons I wanted to be drum major was just because it gave me a chance to meet more people in the band, and because I like to get up in front of people, and so that was a way of doing this. And I just like the whole aspect of band.
Well, I think the reason I became drum major was to help the younger people who are less experienced in the band, who might be scared to come into band, to help them feel welcome, and because it's, when you're up in a place where people have to look up to you, it's much easier to help them feel like they are part of the group too.
After the work of all of these people, as well as a continuation of practices, the band is ready to perform the show. Most performances take place at home football games. A pregame show to usher in the team helps get the crowd ready for the game. Halftime features the band's marching show. All the halftime performances, as well as a show for band parents, prepare the band for the 2 marching festivals in which it participates. At both the Durham County and South Granville festivals, Jordan received a superior rating, continuing the band's tradition of success. The size of the band this year prevented it from competing at the South Granville Festival. Instead, it gave an exhibition performance. One of the band's most exciting marching performances is that of the annual homecoming football game. In the spirit of the celebration, band members dress up in costumes during the halftime show. This is the one chance during marching season for band members to show their creativity. Although this performance allows a large display of individuality, it is also a symbol of unity. The sense of camaraderie that pervades such events as homecoming is central to the success of the Jordan Band. It is this spirit among band members that makes this organization so unique.
I wasn't sure at the end of my junior year if I was going to be in band my senior year. And one of the reasons I stayed in was because of my friends in the band and my desire to be around them.
My band in high school was probably my biggest experience in my life that I can remember. It was the most motivating thing that I've been in. And it was a factor that everybody supported everybody, regardless of what the event was. It was something they were interested in or not. Everybody supported everybody.
It's the most important thing about the band. I try my best to have the members of the band involved in everything that we do. That includes the practice schedule, the events that we're involved in, the trips that we go on. I get them involved in planning the picnics, planning pool parties, planning all the fun type activities as well, in addition to the performances. And I found that the more involved I get the band members in making these decisions, the better the spirit and the better the feeling that they have with themselves because they're involved in what we do.
There are precious few times that you're going to be able to go to the Bahamas or to Florida with 100 people that you know, and with maybe 20 people that you're pretty good friends with. And it is truly the experience of a lifetime.
Mr. Holton's philosophy leads him to promote band camaraderie by requiring band members to involve themselves in the entire band experience. While many band directors concentrate on one particular type of band, Mr. Holton believes in the concept of a single band that exposes band members to different styles of music and performance. At the same time, this format allows students to form friendships and to learn to work with other people.
There will always be some members of the band that prefer marching band over concert band, and always some that prefer concert band over marching band. It's going to always be like that. So rather than to try to adhere to one or the other, we just take the priority of the moment.
We're not out there to win competitions for a marching band. We're out there to do the best we can do. And if we don't win every contest, or we don't even go to a contest, that's okay, because what we're doing is for us and not for a judge. It's for us.
I don't know if the total thing should just be making music perfectly. Yeah, I don't know that we should strive just to make a won-it contest, because if we don't enjoy it on the way, it's really not worth it.
Our philosophy about marching band is quite different from a lot of people in that we feel that it should be a musical experience as well as a marching one. And being in concert band helps you to mature as a musician, and we want you to take that same maturity that you've learned in concert band and apply it to marching band. And we like to have that same continuity between the two. And we feel like it can be the same program, even though they're two separate events.
When you stick with just one or just the other, you don't expand enough into the areas of music that are available.
In addition to the camaraderie that exists among band members, Mr. Holton's unusual philosophy creates an atmosphere of intimacy between the band and its director. Central to this philosophy is his treatment of his students.
He treats you more as an adult than everyone else, so that you feel better about what you're doing.
He treats his students as musicians. And that was hard for me at first to understand, because even in college, when I was in college one time, I was never treated as a musician. I was always treated as a potential musician. You've got to learn this first, you've got to learn this first, you've got to learn this first. And now he takes the approach where, learn this is good for you, you're doing well. And very positive, everything is very positive.
As notable as Mr. Holton's philosophies are his personal qualities. Many students consider Mr. Holton to be the best band director they can ever remember. They have come not only to respect him, but to like him as a friend. His sense of humor has strengthened his relationships with his students, and they have come to know him on a personal basis.
Mr. Holton is really a funny person. Not intentionally funny maybe, but there is something eccentric about him that's really quite comical.
Unfortunately, my hair is not long enough to hang down in front of my face when I start to get crazy conducting, so that part can't be included. You know, that's the best the third clarinets I've ever heard the third clarinets play that part ever. In my 25 years at Jordan, that's the best I've ever heard the third clarinets play that part.
As the band has grown in membership over the past 2.5 decades, Mr. Holton has worked with many assistants, some of whom were former band members. These assistants have assumed various roles in helping Mr. Holton to organize the band.
Beginning in the mid to late 70s, when the program got so big, we finally hired someone else to come in, and Les Hicken came in at that time, who's a former Jordan band member, was president of the band, drum major. He came in after going to school and worked with me for 5 years, and that's when we really started developing the program, with the two of us working together.
The assistant also is of course a younger person with less experience in conducting, so he can come to Jordan, or she can come to Jordan and learn from Mr. Holton about not only about music, but about being a leader of a group of high school students.
In the last 3 years, David Robinson has come in and worked with me, and his energy and tireless commitment of time has been another very key element in maintaining the tradition and the camaraderie.
Mr. Robinson is silly. He's big.
I've learned more from Mr. Holton than I've learned in my 4 years of college. He's taught me more about classroom discipline, about being a good teacher, and about being more of a leader and more of a conductor than I have learned in college.
During the fall and winter months, band members have the opportunity to participate in small bands, such as a pit orchestra that accompanies the Jordan Chorus, and a pep band that plays at school basketball games. During this time, the Jordan Band completes its transformation from marching band to symphonic band. It must quickly prepare for its winter concert. In addition to featuring several pieces by the symphonic band, this concert is an opportunity for several of the most talented band members to perform as soloists or in duets. In addition to performing in symphonic ensembles, some band members are busy rehearsing with the Jordan Jazz Band, which consists of musicians who are selected by Mr. Holton. This band is involved in regular band concerts, as well as several special performances in which it is featured. Mr. Robinson works with a smaller jazz group, the Jordan Jazz Combo. This group represents the best jazz musicians at Jordan, and that frequently accompanies Jordan choral groups.
They started out as a backup group for the Falcon Song, and I think they would agree that we have become far more than that now. We performed our first concert this year. I feel like it's a great experience for them, and if I had an experience like that, I probably would have gone into professional music performing, because there's such a background that they're getting, a wealth of knowledge they're getting that I did not receive when I was in high school. That's what I'm trying to provide for them.
The Jazz Band and Jazz Combo help fill the gap left by the Symphonic Band during early spring. Although it is not performing, the Symphonic Band works hard to prepare for its most important concert of the year. The Spring Band Concert is not only a performance, but a preparation for the annual contest that the band attends. Playing 3 pieces of the highest difficulty, the band showcases the result of over 2 months of practice. This year, the band took its annual contest performance to Elon College for a critique from several music experts. Jordan consistently enters the contest playing the most difficult level of music, and this year, as in many years past, the band received a superior rating for its efforts. With a successful contest behind it, the band looks forward to one of its most exciting events of the year, the annual band trip. Jordan bands have taken trips to such places as the Bahamas and the 1982 World's Fair in Knoxville. Each band member usually gets to travel to New York and Florida sometime in his career. This year, the band traveled to New York City, where it performed in front of the Lincoln Performing Arts Center. The trip is also a chance for band members to interact socially without the pressures of school or work. Upon their return, most band members are quite tired, but there is little time to rest as they must prepare for another concert. The Pops concert is a somewhat more informal concert than others held during the year. The band typically performs some well-known pieces, as well as a very challenging finale. Also, a part of the concert is the presentation of awards to outstanding band members. This year, a very special award was presented to Mr. Holton in recognition of his 25 years of service to the Jordan Band.
The inscription says, Jesse Holton, for 25 years of love and dedication from the Jordan High School Band in 1988.
And since this is Mr. Holton's 25th year as director, it seems appropriate to think back to the origin of the very activities in which band members now participate.
Well, there was a marching band, and a small one. We didn't play very difficult music, but we worked at it, and the kids had fun. I'd like to think at least that they had fun doing it. We did start a jazz band that year. We did not go to state contests for a couple of years because we were just trying to get the program started. And it's just interesting. I had one player in that first year band. His name was Art Chompy. He was a tremendous clarinet player. His dad was at Duke University. And he made all-state band, first chair clarinet, but he was like a rose in a thorn patch because he was a real good player, and the rest of us weren't very good yet.
I think Mr. Holton did an excellent job taking a new school and pulling people together and developing a professionally oriented high school band, which to me is very not only impressive but exciting.
Many aspects of the band have now been elevated to the level of tradition. Over the past 25 years, tradition has become one of the band's central facets. But that tradition has come to mean many different things to many different people, and it deals with nearly every part of Jordan High School band.
We kind of felt like, since we were new to the school, and the school was fairly new at that time, and we had a lot to prove to the rest of the students to be a good band.
The tradition is the Jordan Band is good. We play top quality music, and we play it well.
When you say band tradition, you're talking about a lot of little traditions that all go together in the band tradition.
Pride in the band.
Do the best that you really can.
Riding together on the bus to an away football game and singing songs.
So, with another of its 25 years nearly complete, the people most closely associated with the band attempt to sum up their ideas on what the band means, has meant, and will mean to them. The Jordan Band can ultimately be defined only in terms of its members and directors. Everyone who has been a member of the band is a part of the band, and when he leaves, he takes a part of the band with him. Now, as band is about to become a memory for another group of seniors, they can take comfort in the fact that their experience is one that lives on in everyone that has ever been a part of it. From the dedication and love of one man has grown a special experience that can be shared by all of its members, the Jordan Band experience.
School wouldn't be enjoyable at all for me without music and the band program.
I remember high school by the band, I think, because the band has been basically my foundation.
I love it. I'm severely in debt. I owe everybody in the world. I haven't got a possession of my own that's worth keeping, besides my cats. But I wouldn't change it for anything.
The band director who has committed himself for 20 years, 25 years I suppose, to one school and one community it's really outstanding and rare.
I have a few really good friends from high school. Some of my best friends from high school are in band, and I include Mr. Holton among those people.
People start getting into it and playing it as musical as they do. It's like a breath of fresh air. It's like the first year of teaching. It just energizes me so much that I could do that forever.